Going on, guys? You're the Gamer 808 here, bringing you a Never Know a Nation podcast. Welcome, everyone that is listening into the podcast today. I am your host, Gamer 808. This podcast is related to sports, gaming, tech, and movies and TV shows and theme parks. So, hope everyone is doing well on your Friday. So let's kick off the podcast. Let's start with our topics for today. I don't have as many on here, but we're gonna look for some actually later on just to keep the podcast going and stuff. And I'll try to read your comments as much as I can throughout the podcast. I also will be doing a Q&A after the podcast for today. But if you guys do miss this podcast, it will be up on YouTube during the week, and it also will be rewatched again right here on Twitch. But anyways, let's kick off with Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2. My thoughts on Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2. I do love the no building. It makes the game more funner. It makes it more harder to actually get wins, but I've actually gotten a lot of wins so far this season in Fortnite, and I'm having a really good time. And they should add later on. They should add a no building mode, basically, where you can play original battle royale just without building. Which I kind of would really like that, and maybe make another section where it's like no building on with building on regular battle royale. That's what I really want to see. Thank you, Phoenix Scope. I appreciate it. But anyways, let's get on to the next one. Hogwarts Legacy is coming to the Nintendo Switch. There's been a lot of rumors and leaks going on with that, and I do have an article about it, and I'll pull it up. Hogwarts Legacy confirmed for the Nintendo Switch. Warner Bros. Interactive confirms that the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy action RPG is also coming to the Nintendo Switch. There's been a bit of buzz surrounding Hogwarts Legacy since its initial reveal, but there's also been a bit of confusion. Hogwarts of Legacy was the first revealed during the PlayStation feature of Game Showcase, which led many to incorrectly believe that the game was going to be a PlayStation exclusive. It was later certified that Hogwarts Legacy will be coming to PC and Xbox platforms as well as PlayStation. Not yet another system has been added to the list. Shortly after the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play presentation, Warner Bros. Interactivity confirmed that not only is the game coming to PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, but it's also coming to the Nintendo Switch. Hogwarts Legacy seems like a fairly sizable and demanding game, so how exactly will it run on the Switch remains unclear to the point. However, there was no mention of the Switch version only being playable through the cloud, so how it seems that the developers were somehow able to make a proper native Switch version that will presumably be available as both as a download and as a physical cartridge. The Hogwarts Legacy platform weren't the only things that fans have been confused about. There was also some confusion about it. Hogwarts Legacy would have a microtransaction after fans spotted numerous timers in the State of Play presentation, reminiscent of timers seen in mobile games. The Harry Potter mobile games have some infamously indigorous mistransactions, so it's understandable that some would was assumed that the new game would use them to let fans speed up the timer. However, it is later certified that Hogwarts Legacy will have mistransactions of any kind. Along with confirmed that there will be a no mistransaction in the game, Avalanche Softwares also cleared the air about the possibility of multiplayer. As confirmed by the developers, Hogwarts Legacy will not have multiplayer, will indeed be a strictly single-player gaming experience when it launches later this year. Unfortunately, a specific Hogwarts release date has yet to be announced. Some fans were hoping to get one at the State of Play presentation. While one didn't come, they were at least told the release window barely any delays. Hogwarts Legacy is expected to be out at some point this holiday season, likely sometime within October through December months. Hogwarts Legacy gameplay looks promising so far. It will definitely be interesting to see if it lives up to the hype. Fans will be able to find out for themselves later this year. Hogwarts will launch holiday 2022 for PS4, PS5, PC, Switch, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. So what do you guys think of Hogwarts Legacy coming to Nintendo Switch? I do have a Nintendo Switch and an Xbox One, so depending on the price of each of those two platforms that I'm on, I'll promisely will be getting it pretty soon. Because I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I'm sure you guys are pretty big Harry Potter fans. So I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. Let me get to comments just in a minute. What's going on, Chicken Ninja? How you doing? Hi Noah, how's it going? It's going good. Just doing my podcast for the day. I'm just reading one of the articles out about the Hogwarts Legacy coming to Nintendo Switch. It's a new Harry Potter game that's supposed to be coming out this year. I'm pretty excited. I don't know if you're a big Harry Potter fan, so I don't know, but it's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait. Also, as well, Overwatch 2 closed release date has been announced for the closed beta for Overwatch 2. I do have a article for that, and we'll read it out, and then we'll have our opinion on it. Overwatch 2 closed beta starts April 26 on PC only. An alpha test is already underway, but emails will invite some Overwatch 1 players to try out the new game. Last week, Blizzard revealed plans to start Overwatch 2's closed beta testing in April, attempted to open the door for users' sign-ups, but its registration page crashed almost immediately under the strain. Now the developers were talking more about what to expect from the new game and have announced a date for the start of the beta testing on April 26. The delayed development of this sequel is already incurred in the shadow of scandals, lawsuits, Microsoft pending acquisition of Activision Blizzard. So far, the team has been quite quiet about how things are progressing, but the date for the beta test set in plans to start Season 5 of the Overwatch League in May. Using an early build of the new game, it appears that we're going to see a lot more about Overwatch 2 very soon. This should serve as a reminder for still interested players to sign up if they didn't get the chance to. Notice of this FAQ that should answer several questions players have. The FAQ can tell you where this start date will be available for console players. No, PC only for now. Although there will be a console beta in the future. If you need to own a copy of Overwatch 2 to participate, yes. Participants will select based on things like their region and the specs of their machine, with invites sent out via email. If you're not selected, not one of the journalists or influencers invited in. But stay tuned, as Blizzard suggests their ways and will be announced, and could expand the test group once it's sure matchmaking will remain stable. All through, the reveals of minimum and recommended specs for participation have risen slightly from the specs listed for the first game. Generally, for recommended specs for Overwatch 2 are now closer to minimum lists of specs for Overwatch 2. I said 1. I'm sorry. I was supposed to say 1. I'm sorry, guys. Overwatch 2 beta will ask that the participants will have at least a Nvidia GeForce GTX 600 series or an AMD Radeon HD 700 GPU, a 6GB of RAM, target 30 FPS medium settings. The recommended specs to target 60 FPS medium settings list of Core i7 or Ryzen 5 series CPU, GTX 160 or ADM R9 380 graphics card, or 8GB of RAM. And it just talks about everything else. But what do you guys think of Overwatch 2, the beta that's going to be only on PC, but will come to console later on if they do run a Overwatch 2 beta for console? I'm pretty excited for that, so hopefully that does go well, and I'm pretty hyped for Overwatch 2. I hope you guys are excited for Overwatch 2 as well. And what's going on, Dr. Carbon? How you doing? Welcome to the Noah Nation podcast. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a great Friday. Thank you so much. Also, as well, Universal Studios, Hollywood, Horror Nights, Hollywood mazes have been revealed from this article. It has been announced by Universal Studios Hollywood. So, because they've been working on Horror Nights really early than they would expect it to. But yeah, they're working on Horror Nights for Universal Studios Hollywood throughout this month, I think. I think they started working on Horror Nights. And it's really interesting how they're doing it really early than expected. But I do have an article about it. And then I'll tell you guys what the mazes that are revealed from this article. Speculation map for Halloween Horror Nights featuring Killer Clown from Outer Space and Jordan Peele's Nope at Universal Studios Hollywood. Hollywood Night Nightmares has released their speculation map for Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood. Yeah, it just shows the map is based only on speculations that will change when we learn more about the events, but gives us a good idea that might be available. So, these are the basically the speculations that are going to be for the upcoming attractions for Universal Studios Hollywood. So we got the Z Mummy versus the Wolfman, Seaside Village, Fear Street, Last of Us, The Paradox Box, El Chupacabra, The Underground Creatures, The Living Dead, Halloween, The Weekend. So those are the four things from Universal Studios Hollywood. One of the mazes they're going to be for Halloween Horror Nights. Here's another one that they actually that they think it's going to be: Z Zombie, The Evil Dead, The Scarecrow, The Weekend, Killer Clowns, Nope, Lorna, the Terror Stream, The Terror Tram, Hollywood Harry. So I guess those are the mazes that are kind of like the leaks for the mazes. So I don't know, in my own opinion, if they are going to be the things that will be coming to Hollywood. I'm not 100% sure because Universal hasn't confirmed it. It's just only a speculation map, so I don't know. So I really don't know. So, what do you guys think of it? Do you think it's actually going to be good? Let me know. So, let me get on to the next article here. Let's talk about the new Twitch hype train that everyone's been talking about, since I did get an email about it a couple weeks back. But I did discuss it in my live stream a couple streams back when I first did get the article about it. But I do have a email that I can pull up on my Gmail here. What Twitch sent me about the boost train feature that they're working on. So let me go to my Twitch emails real quick. I gotta find it. There it is. And I'll read it to you guys. Hey, the gamer 808. When you're streaming, you'll see that a hype train pop up. It's a beautiful thing. It means you're killing it. Your community is loving it, and you're showing the love. In that spirit, we're testing a hype train called the Boost Train. It's a new hype train reward that boosts your channel by promoting your stream in highly visible places on Twitch. The experiment will select random groups of small streamers. If you're selected, the boost reward may appear once your community kicks off a hype train. This is a new feature, and by using, you'll play an important part in helping streamers grow. Okay. Got answers otherwise. Keep an eye out for a boost train Twitch. So, this is the new feature that everyone's been really talking about, that this could lead to basically discoverability on Twitch, which is a really big issue with Twitch, because Twitch does not have any discoverability at all. So this is going to be great for Twitch, because Twitch doesn't really have that. Because what I tell you guys a lot for growing on Twitch, you have to expand to other platforms and grow on other social media platforms to make a presence, to let people know that you stream on Twitch. And then connecting with other streamers is another tip I really give to a lot of people. But I think this is going to be great for people to get discovered on Twitch, and hopefully this will bring a lot of discoverability, because the boost train is probably going to be great, but this is only going to happen when a hype train happens. But it's only an experimental thing. It's not available for anyone yet, for partners or affiliates, or it could just be for affiliates. I think it's going to be great for affiliates too, because we don't really expect to get anything from our streams, because we're new. We're new to the Twitch community, or have been doing it for a very long time. So we don't really expect to get a hype train that much, and unless we're playing a certain game, then that would be a whole different story. But I think it's going to be great for Twitch. It's going to be great. It's going to be great for that, and I'm pretty hyped about it. I'm pretty excited that they're going to try to do this for discoverability, and that's what this platform really needs, and that's going to be a great move for Twitch if they can make it something like that. Because I heard something that they were going to do something to like boost your stream, but I think they're going to do that for like Twitch subscribers. But they, I guess they erased that idea and put it into a hype train, which I kind of like that better, because it pushes your stream to new people, visible on the internet. And I think it's going to be great. It's going to be great for discoverability. That's the thing which I really wanted to happen, was Twitch to make something that it's going to be discoverable for the platform, because this platform doesn't really have much of discoverability. That's why I have to expand to other platforms, because that's the only option out there that's going to help me. Because a lot of channels are really different, in my own opinion, because people usually stream small games just to build a niche around it. Some people just expand to other platforms. If they want to play a popular game, they have to expand to other platforms like TikTok, Hover, YouTube, Facebook, Discord, and even Patreon, which I have been thinking about doing a Patreon when I do reach 2,000, maybe 2,000 followers on Twitch. I might be doing that, or maybe around the 1,000 somewhere, maybe 200. I might do one, but I think I want to do it when I reach 2,000. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, that is basically the plan for me to do it this year, and hopefully we will. But it's going to be awesome, and I hope this feature definitely comes as a thing for Twitch, because this platform really needs it. And I'm sure a lot of small content creators like me would really enjoy it, and I hope Twitch does this, and I hope I can be selected to do this, and hopefully I do, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great, and I'm happy about it. Also, as well, Twitch added a new feature where about bans and reports, which I think this is going to be another great feature as well. And I do have an article about it. Twitch just changed the way streamers appeal bans and report accounts. Twitch has revealed a new on-site portal to keep track of ban appeals with new intuitive reporting processes in an effort to improve safety on the platform. As Twitch has exploded with popularity over the years, a variety of streamers have found themselves banned from the platform with no solid explanation. The Amazon-owned company now wants to provide more clarity and consistency for those users. On March 22nd, 2022, the platform revealed 2 new products for the community. Available now is a new portal to submit to keep track of ban appeals. Next week, they will roll out a new streamlined report process. Both of those features were created in an effort to improve safety, as it has been met with ill-intentioned users over the last years. Here's everything we need to know about them. In a blog post, Twitch explained that the community's safety is vital for interaction on the platform, that they rely on the community to help, an effort to make working together with creators easier. They revealed the simplified appeal portal better reported process. They want to detail how more detailed report allows the team to act on offending content quickly, which prompts them to revamp their reporting process, they said. Based on our feedback, we developed a tool with a simpler, more intuitive design to help you file a report and get back to connecting with your community. It includes a new search functionality to help you find the exact report reasons you're looking for, as well as a tailored menus based on whatever you're reporting live content, VODs, or clips. With the new reporting process rolling out in the near future, they also revealed the new ban appeal portal. They went on to explain why they decided to create the new portal, emphasizing it was based on community feedback. They said, "We've heard that our current system is slow, that it doesn't provide enough insight about how your current appeal is going or how past appeals have gone. This is particularly important for creators who earn income from streaming for their communities." These new features comes as streamers on the platform have continued to deal with hate raids from bots, creators constantly receiving bans from the platform. So, what do you guys think of this new ban and report count feature that's supposed to be on Twitch. But I found this a long time ago when I first logged into Twitch a couple days back this week when they released it. So if you like go to like your profile, I could probably show you guys. I could show you probably guys a screen my screen real quick just to show you how it works and everything. But I'm gonna pull up my share screen here. Let's see. Let's pull up my. Okay, let's share this actually real quick. But yeah, I wanted to show you my screen here. I'm not going to show all of it here, but yeah, if you go to safety right here, if you go to your profile right here, and you just go to safety right here, it'll just open this. I'm not going to show all of it, but you can just log into your account right here, just appeal portal, view any appointments, submit your appeal, please log in. So you can just log into your account like that. But that's all I wanted to show you guys, and hopefully that is what you guys are looking for that. So, but let me just go back to this real quick. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys. But yeah, it's just going to be like a new feature where if you got banned, and they'll show you why you got banned and how many days you're going to be banned and all of that. Or if you wanted to report something, if you got a bot that came, or like a hate raid that came into your stream and started ruining your stream and stuff, and you didn't know what to do, you just go to that little thing right there. So hopefully that will basically clarify and make everything much easier for the Twitch ecosystem. And I think it's going to be great, and I think it's going to be a good idea. Also, as well, Apex Legend has leaked a new mode that's going to be coming to the game sometime soon. And I do have an article about it. Apex Legends Capture the Flag mode and firing range update leak. A huge dumping of Apex leaks has revealed two new features that are in the works, and the fans of the Call of Duty series will know them well. A Capture the Flag mode, a firing range update. On March 22nd, a massive amount of leaked information surfaced on Reddit, including names of legends that have not been released yet, as well as weapons, emotes, and other features. With the 12th season starting on February 8th, and the next major update expected to land on May 2022, fans have been left wondering if any of this content will appear in the new feature. While Responsive Entertainment have yet to comment on the leaks, a few of which have disappeared from the internet through DMCA strikes, some details that have been put into the public domain, including two big changes. Then it talks about the firing range. It is unclear as how Responsive Entertainment will add Capture the Flag, should they choose to. References to both this new mode and a firing range update was found in a dumped online, which also includes several gameplay videos. This is no confirmation as to whether they will be integrated into Apex Legends in the near future. Images and videos have been deleted after being found in a Reddit thread posted by a Foray account. The posts certainly multiple files showing off a legend called Newcastle, among other things. In one of the legend videos, it said the flag for the capture flag, similarly confirming the mode is being worked on. In another, the firing range has been reworked, suggesting there's more to come from the training mode. The options are clear, and should the developers wish to add them, though. These could be a limited time mode as part of a mid-season update or part of a future season. Implement similarities to Arena. As in the case with a leak, it's the best to take them with a hint of salt until confirmed via official sources. At the writing, respondents have not commented on the leak mode, legends, or weapons. So what do you guys think of this new leaked modes that are going to be coming to Apex Legends in the near future or in future updates? Hope you guys definitely like it, and hopefully Apex Legends with these new modes hopefully are going to make the game actually great and actually fun, which I would really like to catch the flag mode, because I played on other multiplayer shooters that I mostly play that have captured the flag. So I probably would be pretty excited about it. Let me drink my water real quick. Also, as well, Sony is banning a lot of PlayStation accounts that I've heard about. And I think this comes from India. It's not coming from like America or any other countries out there, but they're banning a lot of PlayStation accounts on in India somewhere. I do have an article about it. And this is what's really caught my eye to talk about it. Sony bans over 7,000 PlayStation accounts in India. According to the fresh new reports from India, Viva My Smart Price, the site Relishi Iwan, it appears that Sony has recently banned over 7,000 PlayStation accounts in India. This has caused many game retailers in the country to cease operations due to the fact they were selling access to said accounts at extremely appealing prices. This has been a practice used since the days of the PS3. However, it became harder with the PS4. It's not usually to see Sony doing some actions against those who tried those methods. Worth noting that those retailers weren't really authorized retailers, as they were selling or renting accounts. Appearing many PS4 players have been able to get their hands on a bunch of games for very low prices by simply buying access to certain PlayStation accounts. Reportedly, these accounts were intentionally sold through marketplaces run by Amazon, Flipkart, and Playtm. More recently, sellers have been using WhatsApp, Telegram channels to sell these accounts, while a single game for the PS4 and the PS5 could cost as much as IRN 3,000 in India. The PS5 games recommending prices now go up to $70. These PS accounts can give access to sometimes a dozen of games at the cost of one. Players who bought one of these PSN accounts were able to log into the account and download games. Sony instantly gets profit with these bans. The kind of business is not exclusive to India. We could see this going on in international retailer like EI Express, and also in other countries. It is very easy to find games for rent through account renting in Brazil, for example, according to the Iwan. Certainly, retailers that spoke to him explained how the bans of these accounts led to spike in-game purchases and top-ups for PS Plus. That certainly is something that Sony is appreciating. After all, people renting accounts, sorry guys, isn't bringing revenue to the giant. The players that are now purchasing games through legal ways have been relying on these accounts. Myriad of users could rent an account for, let's say, 15 days, play a couple of titles until the end of the rent period. The seller could easily send the same account to another buyer. In the light of the ban, many shoppers have been closed for business. Curiously, some players that bought these accounts now claim that their console aren't able to make their PS4 online or play multiplayer games. Sony officially allows one PS account to be logged into two PS4 or PS5 consoles. However, one console will be primarily, while the others will be there as a secondary device. Resellers have been bypassing this feature to create a business of games renting Viva account sharing in the same way. The feature allows friends to share accounts with each other. Time will tell if not selling will also be affected. Initially, Sony isn't having the smoothest start with the PS5 in 2022. The company keeps suffering from the low supply of chips, and for the first time since the launch, the PS5 lost its first position for the Xbox Series X and S, and could be selling more, but the company says that the sales have been stable. So what do you guys think of this idea where Sony is banning all of these PlayStation accounts for the selling thing? I think it's a good thing because I don't trust when people really do that. When they want to have a PlayStation account, then you have to buy it and play all these games and then get a console and all that. It's just ridiculous. And I kind of honestly wanted Sony to do something about that, and it makes them look great, and I think that's great for PlayStation, and I think those retailer people really deserve to get banned because this is how it is. You can't do that. Like, just don't do it. Like, that's what I recommend. If they are coming to ask you if you want a PlayStation account, just don't do it. Just don't do it at all. It's not a good idea. It doesn't make you look good as a PlayStation player, and I don't think that's a good idea at all. I'm not a big PlayStation fan anyway, but I had owned a PlayStation, the PS1. It was one of my first consoles I ever had when I first started gaming. It was one of my first consoles I ever played was the PS1. So I kind of respect the PlayStation players, and yeah. Also as well, Nintendo has added a really massive update for the Nintendo Switch. It's basically to be they're adding folders to the Nintendo Switch, which basically goes for your for your gaming specifically. So I do have an article about it. So let me find it. Nintendo finally adds folders to the Switch, kind of. Groups, but not for your home screen. Nintendo has added a new folder-style feature to the Switch UI. More than 5 years after the console was first released, it's included as part of a system firmware version 14.0, which is available to download now. This being Nintendo, the system doesn't work exactly like you might expect. It's called Groups. It doesn't allow you to place anything on the home screen. Instead, you have to scroll all the way to the right to get to the vertical list of all your softwares and press L. That lets you access or create groups of various games. Nintendo has posted a guide to using the feature here. It won't do all much to help you organize your home screen or full list of games. Then, I already have a big enough Switch library that wasn't easiest for me to keep the list in alphabetical order if I what I wanted to play that way. But the groups virtually could still be useful for self-surgeration. Having a bunch of games from the Sega ages, the Arcade Achieve series of retro released, for example, shouted to Virtua Racing, and with Switch groups, it is easy to place them into a custom collection. So what do you guys think of the Nintendo Switch folders that just came out? And if you guys did get an update on your Nintendo Switch, be sure to update it before you play your games. That's what I had to end up doing when I was playing Animal Crossing the other day. I had to update my Nintendo Switch. So if you guys do get a system update from your Nintendo Switch, please update it. And hopefully I get some feedback from the Nintendo Switch folders. And hopefully this is actually a pretty good feature that comes in the Nintendo Switch. And I think I didn't put this in my article either, but the Nintendo Switch is actually getting a PS3 game. That's a classic game that's coming this summer to the Nintendo Switch. And it's an accessor, actually. So let me drink my water real quick. The Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch Lite and the Nintendo Switch OLED are getting a spectacle successor to the PS2 Classic this summer. More so than potentially any other PlayStation console, the PS2 had a wide range of cult classics that weren't lauded by critics but still managed to garner popularity. One of these games was Flat Out, a multi-platform game that played by most of the PS2, which isn't coming to the Nintendo Switch, but Wreckfest, its spiritual successor, is. According to the publisher THQ Nordic and developer Bugbear Entertainment, the game, which is also said to be inspired by Destruction Derby Street Rod, is coming into the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch Lite, and the Nintendo Switch OLED on June 21st, priced at $39, which is $10 more than it costs on the PC, the PS4, the Xbox One, the same price as the PS5, the Xbox Series X and S versions. A race game, Wreckfest debuted back in 2018 after a 4-year stint in the early access PC only. A year later, it comes to PS4 and Xbox One, and 2 years later in 2021, it came to PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, now coming to the Nintendo Switch. It is unclear how many copies the game has sold, but is understood to have been a successor but aforementioned parties. However, critically, it did well at releasing a Gardening Berry sold 81 on Metacritics. Below, you can read more about the game and check out a new trailer that accompanied the announcement. But yeah, it just talks about Wreckfest. But yeah, Wreckfest coming to Nintendo Switch. It's actually pretty crazy because I used to play that game on Xbox and it's on Game Pass still. So it's actually going to be really cool to see the Nintendo Switch get a racing game, which is Wreckfest. And I've seen them have a lot of racing games. I think Nintendo does need more racing games. They need a lot of sports games too as well, and which I definitely want them to do that because it's a great idea. It's not anything terrible or bad or anything. Let me just scroll through my messages real quick and I'll look for some articles since we still have a lot of time left in this podcast still. So let me just read through my someone commented on my Twitch post. And we'll get on to the next thing here. Yeah, this person's actually pretty sweet. I'll follow them actually back. Then we'll look for another article here. So just bear with me, guys, for a couple minutes. This person seems pretty nice, so I respect a lot of Twitch streamers that are pretty respective around this Facebook group. You can never see as many streamers that are actually pretty respective around the Twitch community. It's actually been amazing. Known a lot of people from the Twitch community that are actually pretty nice. I think I've never ran into anyone that's pretty toxic, but I think a few big streamers that I've pretty much watched are pretty toxic. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing to see that. What the hell's going on? Jeez. Oh yeah, sorry about that, guys. But hold on. Oh wow, Far Cry 6 is actually on Xbox Live Gold. I might have to install that sometime today. Okay. Well, let's look through some articles real quick, guys, and then we'll start moving on. Ooh. Bethesda. Xbox Series X. Okay. Let's read this article, guys. Sorry, guys. Yeah, let's read this article. The Xbox Series X game from Bethesda tease. The new Xbox Series X game from the Bethesda studio Tingle Gameworks has been teased. Following its acquisition of Bethesda, Xbox now owns the IPs Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Doom, Wolfenstein, Dishonored, Prey, Starfield, Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo, Quake, The Evil Within, and Rage. There's more IPs it now owns, but there are the most notable. And of course, Xbox now owns the studios behind these series. One of these studios is Tingo Gameworks, responsible for Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo. Between these releases, the fact its boss, Soji Mikakami, is the creator of Resistant Evil. The studio is known as the Horror Studio, but the aforementioned Murakami doesn't want this to be a studio's sole reputation. At this end, the studio is currently working on a non-horror game under Evil Within DLC director John Johannes. The type eventually changed the image that the Tingo Gameworks currently has, said Mikami around the studio reputation. At the moment, we're still seen as a studio specialized only in survival horror. And of course, it is nice to have fans think of us as a studio with a reputation for develop survival horror games, but as well wanted to be viewed as a studio that can create widely wired variety of games. John Honus was directed by the DLC Evil Within and Evil Within 2. Is working on a completely new title that is completely opposite of horror. It is a really good game, so keep your eyes peeled. It is clear that exactly the ramifications are here. It seems Tingo Gameworks may be transitioned to the new two studios of Mikakami, been pulled to a external project, and there's no other explanation for him not being at the helm of the new game. Whoever its case, it sounds like we will be hearing around the game sooner rather than later. As always, feel free to share your thoughts and hot takes in the comment section. Okay. But yeah, what do you guys think of the Xbox Series X getting a new game that is actually going to belong to Bethesda? And this game does look really interesting, and it's survival, so it might be up to my liking, because I do like survival games. And I've been kind of getting into horror because I kind of played a game called Alien Isolation. And it was kind of recommended for one of my friends, so I think I might get into that, but we'll have to see. So, let me find something. Let me see. Just looking through some articles real quick to see if there's anything. Yeah, it just talks about a lot of things. Let's see. Ooh, Burger King launched a new burger with a twist. Okay. Interesting. So Burger King is jumping into an avocado craze. So I guess they're making an avocado burger. A fan favorite fast food chain has ripped a page stage trot of Chipotle's book when it comes to latest menu additions. An all-boo burger loaded with guacamole, debuted the Guacamole King Crunch. The new burger offers a taste of another planet. Currently being offered at Burger King locations across Mexico, according to the street. The Guacamole King Crunch is a burger packed to the brim with an explosive flavor. The new burger features grilled meat, guacamole, crispy bacon, and melted cheese. Oh, that sounds really good. But it's only in Mexico. It's not in the United States. But if it does come to the United States, I will definitely get it. According to the company, this is not the first time the Guacamole King Crunch has been available to order, as it has been on the menu at some of the Burger King South American locations in the past, though availability varies by country. So the Guacamole Crunch Burger, it sounds actually really good. Yeah, it's got 2 double patties on it, cheese, bacon. I don't know what the other stuff is around it. I think that's guacamole and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, the guacamole King Crunch, I guess, at Burger King. So I think that sounds really good. I don't have anything denying for that. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. It's just about the complexity, adding cloaksy. I don't think that's anything special that we should talk about, but I don't see anything else that we could probably do. So I think that's probably going to do it, I think, for the podcast here for today. I hope you guys definitely did enjoy this podcast for today. I know we didn't get really a lot of articles there, but that is okay. We did go a few of them through, but I think that's going to do it for my podcast for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in about 2 hours from now. I will be doing Fortnite. So I will see you guys then. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next podcast.